President Donald Trump just said he will meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy at the White House on Monday afternoon, that's today already, the first day of the week, to discuss an agreement where they say which would possibly end the war between Russia and Ukraine that has been going over for more than 1,000 days. That's more than 3 years already. I remember first when that started, and since then it just got more and more catastrophic, more and more crazy, and everyone tried to do agreements of peace and etc. and never actually ended. Donald Trump actually said after the meeting he had with President Putin, the President Putin in a sense, on Saturday and Sunday for us here in Australia, on Alaska, that was a very successful and very great meeting, and that they are ready to take the next steps into the partnership that they may be coming to make. So that was after his meeting with Putin. He said that he will meet Vladimir Zelenskyy at the White House this Monday to discuss how to stop and make an actual stop, a full stop into the war from Ukraine and Russia. All right, folks, that's really what the week will be on. Of course, not only that, because after, before, the meeting with Putin and Trump, we had the PPI as well from last week. So the producer price index came in a little bit higher than what was expected. And that, of course, drove the dollar a little bit up as well, but most importantly, it didn't change the CME Fed Watch Tool expectations. Okay, so in a sense, we still expecting. The whole market is still expecting the Fed to do a cut of 25 basis point. In September, and then following up with October and December as well. So my expectations is still pretty bearish for the US dollar. Right now trading at 97,800. Most likely we will decrease to 97. As I said yesterday, on Friday, we would have a pullback to 98. We did have a pullback to 98 on Thursday actually, and then on Friday we had the pullback down to 97,800, actually going down as low as 97,720. Okay, so that was pretty interesting at that point. So for Euro dollar, for Aussie dollar, for US dollar, Japanese yen, not except Japanese yen, but anything related that has other currencies and then US dollar as the second currency, most likely we'll be seeing a surge into those currencies in the coming weeks, especially heading to the Jackson Hole meeting this week, where they will be discussing a lot of monetary policy, a lot of forward guidance as well, and a lot of quantitative tightening, quantitative easing, that type of thing. Anything related to monetary policy will be talked, and we'll be listening to the market on the Jackson Hole speech. That will be the top ones of the economy will be there. Cool. So that being said, most likely, as I say, the Euro dollar, the pound dollar, the Aussie dollar, the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar, all of those currencies against the US dollar, we'll see a surge, and that will be pretty interesting. Okay, so I'm still very, very highly confident of the Euro dollar going to 120 this year. Right now, we are trading with Euro dollar at 1.17 on the dot, 117. So we still have around 300 pips to go to 120, 1.20. So it's a good trade to be in. And I would be fading off the rallies and would be looking to buy the dips. So anything that has, rally, I would basically be closing my half or 1/4 or 3/4 of my positions that are already into the long side of the euro, and then wait for pullbacks and long another currency and long again into another price. Never below the price already into the position, but above that price would be pretty interesting in my opinion. Okay, so the week ahead, it's pretty it's pretty simple, I would say. We do have some PMIs going over, but just on the really high volatility economic, so the 3 stars economic releases, we will start on Wednesday, okay? So Wednesday we have the RBNZ interest rates decision. They are expected to cut 25 basis points. It's just going to depend how the forward guidance, how the monetary policy statement will look like to continue on the New Zealand dollar rally, okay? After that, we're going to have the CPI for UK and the CPI for the euro. Now, on Thursday, we will be having the FOMC meeting minutes from the last meeting. That's going to be at 4 a.m. in Australia time. So there's lots of things that has to be taken in consideration when the meeting minutes coming up, especially the forward guidance, how they sounded, okay? Because remember, September is right across, and we're gonna have the 17th of September, if I'm not wrong, the meeting. So it's literally in less than a month. It's 30 days now, okay? And then we're going to have the global manufacturing PMI and services PMI as well. And then on Saturday morning, well, midnight here in Australia, we're going to have the chair, Paul, giving us a speech. Okay, and that's going to be really, really important. So more into Jackson Hole, more into Trump. So pay a lot of attention in what Trump will be looking and what Trump will be saying in this week ahead. And I would be looking to fade any rallies into the US dollar, and look to short the US dollar. So basically looking to long all the currencies against the US dollar. So long euro, long pound, long New Zealand, long Aussie, and looking to short US dollar Japanese yen, because I would be long in the yen. So shorting US dollar Japanese yen, shorting US dollar CAD, and so on. Okay, guys, have a great week ahead. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And also every Tuesday to Thursday, we have the webinars. Okay, so from 4 to 5 p.m. Sydney time, you're more than welcome to come live with me. The link on the description. So you're gonna join the Telegram, and the link is on the description. You're gonna join the Telegram, and you're gonna see that on Tuesday 4 p.m. Sydney time, I'm gonna send you a link, or the Zoom link into the Telegram, and so you can join from that link. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great week ahead, and I talk to you soon. Bye bye.